So now, get back to the issue at hand, which is AX equal to B. Yes? Oh, TVs. Can we get the TVs in the back going, please?
Working on it.
All right. No problem. Okay, so AX equal to B. Now, I said that we're going to spend a lot of time doing AX equal to B. So I'm gonna show you another AX equal to B problem. Ready? Here it is. 4x. Oh. And I'm going to perform magic in class today. Wore my blacks. Was that?
Someone's on the way.
Someone's on the way. See? Magic. I can conjure people up from the doors. All right. There we go. Here's another equation. Minus 8y plus z. Three equations, three unknowns. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you 3 equations, 3 unknowns. Now, we could always go and backslash this up, but we're going to do some stuff. Okay? I'm going to amaze you today. Okay. Ready? Here's what I'm going to do. For the first equation, I'm going to solve for x in terms of y and z. Okay? So if I do that, I get x is equal to 7 plus y minus z all over 4. I know. So far, nobody's impressed that much. But that's OK. We're just setting up the trick right now. I'm going to solve for the second equation for y. So I'm going to take this 8y, move it over there, put the 21 over here. I'm going to say y is equal to, so I brought this over. It's 21 plus 4x plus z all over 8. And from the third equation, hard to guess, but I'm going to solve for z. And if I solve for z, I get 15 plus 2x minus y all over 5. OK. Sweet. I've solved for x, y, and z in terms of things I don't know. So I don't seem like I've gotten very far. But you know what? One thing the computer loves to do, we talked about this. You want to keep your computer happy? Make it iterate something. Why don't we just make our computers happy for a minute? And let's just have it iterate this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it some x, y, and z values. I don't know. I'm just going to make some up. And I'm going to make an iteration scheme out of this. And here it is. My new x value is just going to basically take my guess of y and my guess of z and turn it into a new x. And same thing with my y values. Okay? All right. So this thing has, I'm just going to, write a little code. You can do this in MATLAB pretty easily. Maybe if we have time at the end, we'll write one. But I'm going to guess a solution to this thing. I'm just going to guess an x naught, y naught, and z naught. And then I'm going to ask the following question. I'm just going to put it in there and just set the computer churning away on this thing and see what happens. Right? All right. Everybody good with that? So, here's what I am going to do. I'm going to start off with a guess. And I'm going to just guess that my solution is 1, 2, 2. Arbitrary, but for here, I'm going to give you the result of a specific computation for a specific guess. But yeah, there's no reason I picked 1, 2, 2. I don't know the answer, I suppose. I mean, this is a 3 by 3. You can easily get the answer, just in convenient ways. But again, all this is thinking about what if I have a 10,000 by 10,000 system. You might want to just guess zeros. That's what most guessing involves in MATLAB. If you do not guess, it will guess zeros. If you do not guess the solution, for instance, in your BVP4C, it will want to guess zeros. Why would it guess anything else? Like, you haven't given it anything to guess, so 0 is perfectly good, right? Zeros and ones. If you're not supposed to guess zeros, guess ones, okay? So, for instance, when we did the A there for the launch angle, you know you can't guess 0 because 0 is a solution, so you don't get anything. So just guess 1. Just generic numbers like that. So let's just guess this. And I'm going to do the following. I'm going to keep track of what happens as I iterate this thing. So after one iteration, I get these numbers. 2 iterations. I go down, and after 15 iterations, and then after 20 or 19, I have 2, 4, 3. Whew. It's like magic, because you know what the answer is? 2, 4, 3. I just let this thing start iterating, and it just went down to the solution. I see lack of amazement in your eyes. That's pretty amazing. I took a linear system of equations, ax equal to b, and from what you typically have learned up to this point is you say, well, I do something more standard. I do Gaussian elimination, or I do LU. There's like a structure, an algorithm I can go after this thing. I don't just make up some equations and just let the computer go and hope to find this thing, but it did. You go like, wow, that's pretty sweet. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you just go like, okay, what time is it? Okay. All right. Interesting, though. Hopefully, you find that. Iterate this thing, finds a solution.